Bad connection, so we want to say. All right, that looks better. All right, I'm not sure. You got 4 people here. I'm just gonna get into this real quick. People that join in can rewind this video here. All this is just me running the wheel, and drawing the brackets. How you guys doing? This is Dougie. You're not gonna see me on the camera today, and all that stuff. So anyway, we have all 128 names in this list here. They're right now sorted by alphabetical order. I'm gonna shuffle them up here a few times. Well, this is the wheel draw. There's nothing special about this. How it's going to work is this. I'm going to hit the spin button. It's going to spin for 10 seconds. After it spins, this first little box over here on the left, the yellow box, is going to be filled with that first name. The second name that comes out will be that person's first opponent in the first round. The third name that comes out will go right here in the 64 box, and then that would be the next person will be the next person's opponent. So we're just gonna do this 128 times. I'm gonna not really pay attention to the comments. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. First spin. Let me get some sound. Is there sound? Let's try to. Rob Calabies.
Rob Calabies 14.
Rob Calabies is the first person here. It's gonna take a while. I'm gonna have to go from window to window. Calabies is the first person out. His opponent will be. What up, Elisa? How you doing? We will be running a Calcutta on Thursday for this. I'm gonna put more information about that tomorrow. So Rob Calabies versus Hannah Novo. Hannah's from Connecticut. Oh, sorry, she's from Massachusetts. She's coming down for the tournament. Remove. How y'all doing? Again, we started the first 2 spins with Rob Calabies. He's bowling against Hannah Novo.
Audrey Snell 21.
Audrey Snell. Audrey's first opponent. Shout out to Audrey too. She was the first person to pay for the event. We sold out the event in less than 3 days, if you guys remember, back on July 29th. So it's been almost a month that we've been waiting on this thing. So
Sean Fallon 6.
Audrey versus Sean Fallon. Hopefully you guys can see this. Again, if you don't want to watch this video, you don't have to. It's just it will be on the YouTube, so you can go back and watch it, later on.
Papa Eddie Ross 8.
Papa Ross. His opponent. I will post these results again after this is done. It should take me about a half hour.
Eddie Ross 0.
Oh shit. We got Papa Ross versus Eddie Ross. Okay, I like it. In the first round. Shit. I'm gonna take a shot. Fuck that. That was crazy right there.
Cheryl Mitchell 28.
Cheryl Mitchell. Cheryl Mitchell's husband is in the field also, so that would be kind of weird too if that happened. But we got Ross versus Papa Ross in the first round.
Mark Culinary 0.
And a potential second round match is Mark Culinary versus Eddie Ross. Wow, alright. That's funny as fuck. What up, Deontay? Potential second round is Culinary versus Ross. I'm gonna slide this down. Oh, actually, what's it doing?
Rudy Feliciano 16.
Let me put that back here. Moved. Alright. Rudy Feliciano versus. Again, this yellow bracket is being sponsored by bowldry.com. You guys know about the fans. You guys can go to bowldry.com and use the coupon code Dougie5.
Joseph Scavito 34.
Joe Scavito. Dougie5. I'm sorry, you can use the coupon code Dougie and take 15% off your fan order. But Bowldry is giving $100 to the winner of this the yellow bracket. Whoever makes it to the final 4 off of this bracket will get an extra $100. What's up, Jeff Harris?
George Hart 5.
George Hart. I got George Hart. Alright. George Hart's first opponent. George Hart is a house guy from Strathmore. Oh shit.
Justin Henderson 8.
Hart versus Henderson. We have to do this 128 times, so you got to bear with me. It's going to take a while. What up, Nevin? Shout out to Nevin. Shout out to Hannah. Shout out to Cam McAlpin. They're coming down from the New England area to bowl the tournament.
4.
Jordan Malaysia. Nevin's actually bowling. He doesn't have an average that qualifies. He's bowling scratch, even though he's like 190. So I say thank you for supporting. Hopefully you can get through, bro.
Eddie Williams 0.
Eddie, you so cool from Secret Society, UB18. What up, Tank? No more two-handed eye. Yeah, so we already saw Eddie Ross versus Papa Ross is a first round match. And if
Greg Schultz 28.
If Eddie Ross wins that match, he can possibly bowl against Mark Culinary in the second round. That'll be interesting. Greg Schultz from Long Island is coming out. Greg Schultz's first opponent will be. There you go, Nevin
Lane 0.
Nevin Lane, you're right there. Greg Schultz versus Nevin Lamy. Oh shit.
Tommy Johnson 8.
TK Johnson, 8 pins handicap. Again, the way this works, the first round is going to be 3 games total wood plus handicap. Some people thought it was best of 3. It's not best of 3. It's 3 games total wood on the same pair of lanes. You don't move in the first round. Spell his name wrong. Mike Merritt from Connecticut. That's almost a scratch match. 8 pins versus 9 pins. What up, Keko? So yeah, it's 3 games total wood in the first round,
James
and then
Johnson 0.
that's JJ Johnson from DMV. Second round, from there on, it's going to be 1 game plus pins. You can see the moves on the screen there. You're going to start on 1 lane, and then your next round match will be on the same pair as your potential third round match.
0.
That's a scratch match. Tyler Wilson's been hot right now. He's winning everything down in PA, so that'll be interesting too. In the first round, there will be 8 pairs that have already been predetermined that have
Jones 4.
DeAndre Jones, you're in the yellow bracket, bro. There are 8 pairs that will have 4 bowlers on the pair. There are 8 pairs that will have 4 bowlers on the pair. The other pairs in the first round will have there's 16 pairs that have 6. So I've already predetermined which ones.
Taylor 0.
I posted where they were in the actual event group, so it's not a mystery as to where those lanes are. Terrence Taylor versus DeAndre Jones. That'd be a good match. Lefty versus righty. A lot of trash talk. What up, Rob Hamilton?
Nick Gavron 0.
Nick Gavron. Shout out to Mark Culinary also since he's here. He contributed $100 as well. Culinary is giving $100 to the overall winner. He's also giving a free auto detail through his auto body shop, Meticulous Auto Care. They're based in, I think it's Carteret, New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken. Pat Fitzgerald versus Nick Gavron. He's giving a free auto body to the highest finishing female bowler. So whichever lady, I think there's like 25 ladies, or I think it's like 20 ladies in the field. Whichever female advances the furthest will get the free car detail. Paul Staridi. Staridi. Alright, let's see. That Gavron versus DeAndre and Taylor match could be fun too. In the second round. It's like Big Al.
Alan Palmer 12.
Al Palmer. Identify as a female. Hey, Nick, Audrey's in this bracket, in this group with you. She's in the yellow bracket as well, so only one of you can advance to the final 4, just so you know.
Dijon Smith 0.
Wow, we got Mush, Eddie Ross, DeAndre, Gavron, Culinary, all in the same group. Let's see who Mush is gonna bowl. This is great stuff you're doing, Doug. You're doing big things. I wish I was up north for this. Hey, I'm gonna try to bring this everywhere, man. We got it going on in Connecticut, in
Keith Sherman 19.
in Lodi in 2 weeks after this. So if you guys want to sign up for Superbracket number 2, let me know. We're running Superbracket 2 on September 11th at Lodi. It's a Saturday morning event. I'm probably gonna make it where you can send $25 non-refundable deposits.
Carolina Hernandez 30.
Or you can send the full 75, and if you can't make it, I can send you the refund back. But I think I'm up to almost 30 entries already for it, so I haven't really promoted it that much because of this going on. But yeah, Caro, Keith Sherman versus Mush, possible versus Al Palmer, Elite 8 match potential versus Caro Hernandez. I'm sorry, that's not Elite 8. That's sweet. That's the 32 round right there versus Caro. Darian LeMay versus Caro. That'd be fun. Get that Midwest rolling. Yeah, but anyway, we got the Super Bracket number 2 in Lodi in September. We got Super Bracket number 3 up in Rhode Island in October. I'm gonna try to get a DMV event going on, or a South Jersey event, Philly area. Maybe at Deptford if we can get the house. Somewhere where they have a lot of lanes. Yeah, Caro versus LeMay. What up, Caro?
Eric Nix 0.
Eric Nix is in this group. I think that's the last bowler for this group. Alright, just to recap, since we're all here. The yellow bracket group started out with Rob Calabies versus Hannah Novo, Audrey Snell versus Sean Fallon, Papa Ross versus Eddie Ross, Cheryl Mitchell versus Culinary, Rudy Feliciano versus Scavito, George Hart versus Justin Henderson, Jordan Belizia versus Eddie Williams, Greg Schultz versus Nevin Lam, TK Johnson versus Mike Merritt, JJ Johnson versus Tyler Wilson, DeAndre Jones versus Terrence Taylor, Nick Gavron versus Pat Fitzgerald, Paul Staridi versus Al Palmer, Mush versus Keith Sherman, Caro versus LeMay, Groeling versus Knicks. We're gonna go to this orange bracket here. This orange bracket is being sponsored by Bowler's Domain. Same deal. They're giving $100 to the overall bracket winner, the person that makes it to the final 4. So, hey Rob, I'm not doing this at Jams. I won't have enough people at Jams. I'm hoping I can even get a tournament going on. I'm hoping I can get action going on in Jams. Right now it doesn't look too good, but I'm gonna try and promote it tomorrow if I can, and see. Brett Strayshard, he gets 3 pins. I forgot to put his handicap.
Gene Monaghan 32.
Versus Gene Monaghan. Shout out to Gene Monaghan. Gene Monaghan brought a few entries this way, so I think he was responsible for 5 entries out of the 128. So shout out to Gene. Also shout out to Russ Goss. He brought 5 people from the Thomas River Rats as well.
Jake Kowaleski 3.
Jake Kowaleski. 3 pins. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna be in Tampa, so I can try. I'm gonna be in Tampa for Jay Dawn's tournament. Jay Dawn and
line 8.
I think is Chambers is also running a thing with Jay Dawn. Patty Hanlon versus Jake Kowaleski. But yeah, as we mentioned, we're gonna try and set up a Calcutta for Thursday, starting around 6:30. Myself and Tommy Montilli, we're gonna start bids at $20, and then running $10 per additional bid. The Calcutta would be paid through Cash App to House Shot Heroes, or you can also send Venmo to me, and I'll forward the money over to him. But yes, the payouts will be digital.
Burwell 0.
I forgot to put Carter's handicap. I'll change that later on. Brandon Burwell 0. Give me 1 second. Let me see what Carter's handicap was. Results. 5 pins. Okay. All right. I'm back. Burwell versus Carter. That's lefty versus lefty. to change that.
Celeste Enzor 22.
All right, Celeste, that's my friend from Delaware. Celeste Enzor. I'm not a typer either. Yeah, thank you, Jeff. Terrence Taylor versus Gavin will be fun too. Nah, Lineage is. Hey, Rob, this is a tournament. This is not action. This is not action. This is a tournament. The Lineage is already covered in the entry fee, so. I don't know if you guys saw the picture I posted earlier. All the money is already, for the prize fund's already been separated and accounted for, so, you know. Everything's already taken care of there.
John Costa 0.
All right, John Koja, he's the Strathmore House Mouse, for real, for real. That guy does not bowl anywhere else. Koja versus
Carl Slater 14.
Carl Slater. I think he's in Philly right now. He used to be in New York. Alright, Koja versus Slater. Let's see who their potential second round opponents are. Looks like Mark Barry.
Mark Barry 9.
9 pins. Barry versus. And again, if you guys can see, I have the lane assignments already posted. So the lane assignments are set through the whole tournament.
Gio DeMarco 24.
Gio DeMarco 24. You said the guy that bowled 879? Well, McGaney's not bowling this tournament, so. But yeah, the way it's set up is that the finals are going to be on lane 3 and 4. I believe the semifinals are on 7 and 8 and 9 and 10, something like that. Keiko Ruiz. You cannot at any point in the tournament repeat a pair unless you were like starting on lane 3 and 4 and you got to lane 3 and 4 at the very end. So that's the only way you're going to repeat lanes, I think, is how have it set up. I'm hoping to have the house re-oil those last 3 pairs.
Brando's 32.
But they may not do it. I forgot to put Keiko's handicap. Matty Brando's 32. I'll get Keiko's handicap later on. Shout out to 70 people. Okay, Ruiz gets 8. Thank you guys. You guys are paying attention.
Jonathan Rodriguez 14.
Keiko Ruiz 8. John Rodriguez 14. Alright. Thank y'all. What up, Knicks?
Frank Bonanno 2.
Alright, Frank Bonanno, he just joined the group today. He replaced somebody earlier today. So, again, shout out to Gene Monaghan, who brought me a bunch of people as replacements. We didn't have that many people back out the last minute, so which was a good thing. We did lose Rusty Thomsen, so it got a little easier for you scratch bowlers.
Benny Bermudez 20.
Alright, Benny Bermudez. I haven't posted the pot sheet yet, but pots will be on the handicap side and the scratch side. It'll be $70 all in on each side. There is no re-roll, Greg Schultz. You bowl straight through unless I'm trying to.
Brown 23.
I'm trying to get a re-roll for the final 4 is what I was saying, but it may not happen. But yeah, pot sheets. It's pretty much $150 all in if you want to go on everything. $70 on scratch, $70 on handicap, plus 10 for mystery game. High game will be 1 and 2. $20 for games 1 and 2.
Cam McAlpine 13.
And then you have a winner take all for game 3. Pots will be applied to the first 3 games only. Pots and brackets. So games 1 and 2, $20. Winner take all game 3 is $20. There's doubles on both sides, mystery doubles. $20. There's eliminated for $10, and
Wayne Mitchell 32.
I think that was it. There's something else I'm missing. Dwayne Mitchell. I'm gonna post that tomorrow though. And then of course $5 brackets. I saw Garcia at Garden City last night. Brackets are for the first round. The first round is 3 games.
Derek Lewandowski 0.
All right, Lewandowski. I haven't seen Derek on DOUGIEEEVISION in a while. Lewandowski. Brackets and pots are first 3 games. Only the first round.
Lauren Cordero 27.
Lauren Cordero versus Derek Lewandowski. 27 pins. Alright. I've seen a lot of heavy names in this one, in this bracket, like we did the first one. Dennis is the new Derek, you're right. He bowls everywhere.
Edadamo 14.
Edadamo, 14 pins. Alright. Remove him.
Steve Kime 0.
Steve Kime. Alright. I don't know who Steve Kime is. I don't think I know who Steve Kime is. The final 8 people in this bracket here.
Chris DeMayo 9.
Chris DeMayo. Just make sure you have the foul lights on. Alright, yeah. So again, if you guys are late, the plan is for me to start at
Marcus Jefferson 20.
At 3 o'clock on the dot. That's the plan. If you're late, this is a match play tournament. If you're late, this is not DOUGIEEEVISION when you can walk in there anytime you want. I'm pretty sure your opponent's not going to let you catch up. You will get zeros. Brackets will close 5 minutes after practice is done. You get 10 minutes of practice and then brackets close.
Joyce Papandrea 29.
I'm trying to keep everything legit. You know, I hate when I see people walk up to the bracket table in the 8th frame and people let them go in. I don't like that shit. So we're trying to keep everything legit, everything transparent. You guys know everything ahead of time. That way there's no I forgot Joyce's average.
21.
That way there's no no issues. If you got Joyce's handicap 29. Thank you, Isaac. What up, Isaac?
Michael DiGregorio 13.
Mike D-I-G-E-R-O-R-I-O 13. Alright, yeah, there's not that many scratch bowlers in this one. I mean, in terms of like low average, I mean, there's a lot of low average bowlers in this bracket here, so the first bracket had a bunch of scratch people. Well, we got
Havel right 0.
We got Havel right here. Havel's in. Havel versus possibly Chris, Shepperson, Joyce, or Rick. Alright.
James O'Hanlon 0.
James O'Hanlon. And the last person for this group here, again, this group is being sponsored by, what up, Stephen Russell? This group is being sponsored by Bowler's Domain. The winner of the bracket group here gets an extra $100.
Jovi Piedra 30.
Alright. Jovi. 30 pins. Okay, recap here before I go on. Let me scroll up. Orange group. Where we at? So we got a possible Havel versus Burr in the final 2 here. But Brett Streichhardt versus Gene Monaghan. I spelled his name wrong. I'll fix it later on. Jake Karolewski versus Patty Hamlin. Ed Cotter versus Burwell. Celeste versus Kenny Orr. John Kozier versus Carl Slater. Mark Barry versus Gio DeMarco. Kecko versus Matty Brandos. John Rodriguez versus Frank Badano. Benny Bermudez versus Elijah Brown. Cam McAlpin versus Dwayne Mitchell. Lewandowski versus Lauren Cordero. Edadamo versus Steve Kime. DeMayo versus Shepperson. Joyce versus Rick Bott. D. Gregorio versus Havel. O'Hanlon versus Jovi. That's the orange bracket group. I'm going to cross over to the other side and go to the top. I just need to get like a really. This thing don't have a page up, right? All right, we're back over here. Where's the top of this? All right, green bracket. The green bracket is being sponsored by Pin Kings Bowling Apparel. Shout out to Pin Kings, Eddie, Ed, Biggs. You guys know who Pin Kings is if you follow UBA.
Robert Parillo 7.
They make t-shirts and everything. Bobby Parillo. 7 pins. I want to see like a superstar matchup. If you get a Superbracket in Deptford, I might come to Jersey. Hey, Berger, I told you I'm gonna be up in Rhode Island in October.
Kaitlyn Costanzo 68.
All right, Kaitlyn. Kaitlyn's the handicap of the group. She's the lowest average bowler in the whole group. So we'll see. There's another girl that gets I think she gets 40-something pins. Stephanie Romero. So Kaitlyn's the lowest average in the group. There are only 25 bowlers under 200 average in his bracket. So.
John Green 12.
John Green, that's my guy. There are more people that get 0 pins handicap than there are people that are sub 200 average.
Charlie Duffy 19.
All right, Parillo, Kaitlyn, Charlie Duffy, John Green so far.
Bob Moran 0.
Bye, Bob. 0 pins. Bob's first opponent.
Andrew Forrest 27.
Andrew Forrest. He's the worst bowler. He's the worst 190 bowler I've ever seen. Alright, never mind. Watch him bowl good against Bob too.
Anthony DeMayo 28.
Aunt DeMayo, Papa DeMayo's here. Am I drinking doing this? I'm taking shots right now. Fuck it, I got a beer too. I'm in the house. I can do what I want in the house. I don't usually drink when I'm by myself though.
Hector Diaz 22.
However surprising that might be. Hector Diaz, 22 pins. Alright, DeMayo versus Diaz. Potential matches against either Bob or Andrew Forrest. Hey, where's John Green from? John Green's from Maryland. If you watched my Maryland stream last week, he was the crazy motherfucker that was dancing around everywhere. So go check him out. He just bowled on DOUGIEEEVISION last week. You won't be able to miss him. Ryan Fortson. He actually owes me a Henny too. I left my Henny with him.
Michael Martinez 5.
Alright, Fortson versus MVP Mike Martinez. That'd be an interesting match. What up, Tenorio? Everything's cool, bro. Oh.
Greg Mintz Jr. 12.
Lil Greg, Lil G Mintz. Lil G did get re-rated up a little bit. I re-rated Lil G and I re-rated Garcia. I changed Lil G to 215. He was coming in at 208. I moved him to 215. And Garcia, he was at 202, I believe, or 201. I gave him 205
Gary Milstead 12.
for this tournament. To try and be fair, this is a scratch match between Lil G and Milstead. They were the only 2 re-rates that I applied for the event, just so you guys know. And no one's lower than what they were supposed to be entered with. Andrew, what up?
Danny Santiago 30.
Oh, okay. This guy probably should have got re-rated, but I don't know. I talked to some other tournament directors and they say he doesn't bowl well all that great all the time, so this will be the Strathmore house pattern. Now, Strathmore has a few different house patterns as I found out. Lonnie Cabell. They use sometimes they use Stone Street for their house leagues. I asked them for the house shot, whatever they use for the most of the leagues. So if there's an issue, I told them house shot.
Chris Williams 3.
Whatever their house shot turns out to be. Yeah, we did Dougie Vision at Strathmore last month, and the shit was hooking like crazy. We did Dougie Vision at Strathmore last year, and it didn't hook at all. So I don't know. Yeah, John Green is he's from Maryland, but he's originally from New Orleans. Ed Kirshner. How do you spell his name? Kirshner. 18. All right, that's Showtime Williams versus Eddie Kirshner. And then winner goes against Santiago Olani.
Dan Coppola 0.
Dan Cop. It's my Matrix teammate. Widow Nation Films. Alright, Dan Cop versus
Hubert Stowe 12.
Hubert Stowe. I think Hubert's from New York. Ooh. Some of the sponsors, again, I mentioned that
Clinton Green 6.
Clinton Green, he just got added in today, lefty from he used to bowl in Majestic with me. Some of the sponsors I mentioned, Mark Culinary contributed $100, Robin Bonato contributed $100. Her $100 is going to the highest handicap series of the first 3 games. Highest handicap series. There is no series pot, but there is a series a chance to make money on your series if you happen to be the highest handicap series of the first 3 games. On the flip side of that, the Beard Commission is giving $100 to the highest scratch series of the first 3 games. However, oh shit, what happened? My TV cut off. Alright, there we go. However, you have to subscribe to the Beard Commission's Facebook page and Instagram pages. I posted earlier the Beard Commission. They're giving up $300 in total. 100 to the highest scratch series, 100 to the highest bearded finisher, and
Austin Cordero 8.
In the round of 32, he's giving out $100 to the highest loser. After 32, the top 16 will all cash for at least $150, which is double the entry fee. He's giving out $100 to the highest losing score, basically, in the round of 32. So you will get your money back. One person will, at least.
Ducky Russell 4.
All right, there's Ducky. Ducky versus... Ducky's the UBA Northeast Heavyweight Champion.
Amanda Nardiello 0.
But he won't beat Amanda Nardiello. Alright, so that's an interesting 4 right there. They all get single digit pins. Russ Gauze versus Austin Cordero. Ducky versus Nards.
Nixon Felice 20.
Alright, Nick Felice right there. Nick Felice, 20 pins versus because I wanted to be asked. I was just terrible that day.
Matt Gibney 2.
Alright, Nick Felice versus Matt Gibney. They have Gibney and Dan Kopp, who are teammates in doubles matches in the same group though. But Nick versus Matt Gibney. Matt Gibney's I think it's like a 227 average, pretty good bowler. Jazzy.
Jasmine Hardesty 41.
Jazzy versus you should be in attendance. But
Rob Sherman 0.
Jazzy versus Rob Sherman, Big Shot Bob. What was I saying? Shout out also to Jesse Coate from up north. He runs a poker group on Poker Bros. He runs a poker group on the Poker Bros app called Fish Tank number 22471. He's giving, if you guys want to sign up, he's giving some cash back up to a certain amount if you sign up to his group. Just if you want information on how to do that, let me know. He's also contributed $100 to the prize fund, which is going to go straight to the top spot. So first place is base $2,500. However, with Culinary's contribution, with Jesse's contribution, and also with the
Rob Gayer 5.
With the sponsored sections here, first place winner will end up with $2,800 minimum. $2,800 minimum. All right, Flynn versus Rob Geyer.
Josh Schneidman 18.
Josh Schneidman. All right, Josh is from New York. This is the last person in the green bracket group, by the way.
Christina Williams 35.
Christina Williams, 35 handicap. All right, quick recap, or not so quick recap. Green bracket division, the Pink Kings bracket. We have. What do we have? We have Bobby Perillo versus Kaitlyn Costanzo, John Green versus Charlie Duffy, Baba versus Andrew Forrest, Ant DeMaio versus Hector Diaz, Ryan Fortune versus Mike Martinez, Lil G versus Jerry Milstead, Danny Santiago versus Lonnie Cabell, Chris Williams versus Ed Kirshner. What? The most solo I've ever heard you. This is refreshing. Dan Kopp versus Hubert Stowe, Clinton Green versus Will Frazier, Russ Gauls versus Austin Cordero, Ducky versus Nardiello, Nix versus Gibney, Jazzy versus Rob Sherman, Flynn versus Geyer, Schneidman versus Christina Williams. We're going to go to this blue bracket over here. The blue bracket is being sponsored by honorscore.com. Honorscore.com. They're also going to be a sponsor of DOUGIEEVISION going forward as well, too. So, honorscore.com, if you're not familiar, it's a way for you guys to go and basically submit your honor scores. They're going to post videos of you if you want to. Share your
Romero,
videos.
54.
Recaps and things like that. So check it out. Stephanie Romero, she's the other handicap female here. 50 pins or more. Stef Romero versus. The reason why I'm sober right now is because every time I walk in the bowling alley, everybody hands me damn shots.
Tim Mack 10.
Tim Mack, Mr. Mack is bowling. He's given 44 pins. He's not going to be happy about that. He's not going to be happy about this either.
Day 30.
Day Possible versus Mac in the second round. Interesting.
Aaron Williams 0.
Day versus Aaron Williams. Okay, we got a scratch match. Aaron Williams, he's not as good as he used to be, though, in my opinion. Day versus Tim Mack in the second round, potentially. Landis Crawford. Who's Landis gonna bowl?
Landis Crawford 1.
Who's left? Garcia's still here. Curry's in here. Tank is in here. Jetta. Oh, this Jetta right there.
Jetta Bonds 20.
Landis versus Jetta. As you guys can probably tell, just because you are going to be possibly matching up against a person in the second round, you're not on the same pair with those people in the first round. You're going to have, you'll have to figure out who's on your pair with you in the first round, if it matters to you guys. So, but your matchup will be across from each other. There'll be, I guess, A versus AA, or B versus BB, and C versus CC. Once again,
Anthony Arias 0.
Once again, 8 of the lanes, 8 of the pairs that we're using are going to have 4 on the lane in the first round. The other 16 pairs that we're using are going to have 6 on the lane in the first round. We are using lanes 3 through 48. I'm sorry, lanes 3 through 50.
Alana Pavlov 42.
We're using lanes 3 through 50 in the first round. We're not using 1 and 2, and we're not using the last pair, which is 53 and 54. And I'm leaving 51 and 2 as a breakdown pair, possibly. So we're using lanes 3 through 50 in the first round.
Anthony Vigliotti 16.
Viggs. Ant Vigliotti. 16 pins, okay. Viggs' first opponent. It's looking like Jordan Howie from Connecticut.
Jordan Howie 12.
12 pins. 4 pins handicap there per game. All right, here we go. It's
Skylar Parrish 0.
Skylar Parrish. Skylar versus Karan Henderson.
Karen Henderson 30.
30 pins. Karan's 192 average. Potentially Skylar versus Viggs. That could be interesting too. Keith Quinn.
Keith Quinn 2.
From Exit Wounds. Quinn versus Julio Hernandez.
Julio Hernandez 24.
Hey, shout out to Buddy's Pro Shop as well. Buddy's Pro Shop has contributed 2 bowling balls that we will be raffling off. Everyone in the field will get, there's going to be 3 bowling balls in total. I'm not sure what the 3rd bowling ball is going to be yet, but we are definitely going to have an Obsession Tour, and we're definitely going to have a Scorpion available for raffle. Everyone in the field will get 1 ticket. You can choose which...
Rakema Jenkins 13.
You can choose which ball you want your ticket to go towards, basically. You can purchase additional tickets at the site as well. So you can buy more tickets for every ball that's there, or choose, well, go after 1 ball. Once I figure out what the 3rd ball is going to be, I'm going to announce it on Facebook.
Anthony Oliveira 28.
It will be Brands of Brunswick though. It may not exactly be Hammer. I was waiting for something else to come in, but it hasn't shown up yet. I was waiting for a purple Hammer to show up, but I don't think it's going to be here by Sunday. I do have a few Brunswick balls here, so we may do something like that. Something like a knockout, or maybe even a stellar or something like that. So we'll see. Oliveira versus
21.
Trongone. Tank versus Billy Trongone. I think Bill's son Tommy is still on the bracket. Yeah, he's still here too. I think he's the son. Yeah, Garcia hasn't been picked yet.
Michael Martell 0.
All right, Mike Martell. Possible versus Tank or Trongone. Who's Martell going to be bowling against? We still haven't seen Vargas being picked yet. Garcia. Doslick.
Tyrone Curry 12.
Martell versus Curry. 2 lefties. And Curry works at Strathmore. So... Alright, that's Vargas right there.
Alex Vargas 1.
Hey, Tank, I think he bowls up north. Or at least he used to bowl up north in Bowler City. Vargas versus Martell Urethane.
Dylan Perrone 32.
Dylan Perrone. I'm not sure I know who Dylan Perrone is, but he paid for a spot. Alright, we got Duffy.
Daryl McDuffie 16.
Duffy versus... Duffy's been complaining about shit all damn day. Duffy versus E. Rock Bell from Philly.
Eric Bell 0.
Alright. Winner bowls against Vargas or Perrone. What we got left? 8 names? Got my guy Ballhead Wilkinson.
Donzel Wilkerson 34.
Donzel. Am I short names?
Dennis Garcia 20.
I think I'm short. I might have to do this over, y'all. Something happened here. Hold on. I have 4 names there. Hold on, y'all. Okay. No, something's wrong. Hold on. I gotta figure something out. I'm short names. Fuck. I'm gonna have to start this over. Oh my god. Hold the fuck up. It says Donzel. This is Garcia though. I'm gonna have to look this over. I'm gonna finish this. I'm missing Stef. Yeah, I know. I'm short 2 people. Oh, goodness gracious. Boo. I did a whole, hold on. Fucking shit. I did a whole copy and paste. This sucks. Oh well. It says 128 right there. So how did it fucking get short? It doesn't make sense to me. Drees and Tim Wolf are not here. I'm gonna finish this, but I'm gonna figure out who the last 2 are and just match them up. If that's it doesn't matter really, but because something happened with the app, I don't know.
Justin Doslick 12.
2 names got deleted somehow at some point from the app that I'm using. I don't know, because my copy and paste said 128 when I started. I'm gonna look back at the video though. If I have to do something different, I'll change it. But otherwise, I'm just gonna match the last 2 people up. I'll make a post about it if I have to.
Adam Molzarski 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna. It's all random anyway, so I mean it shouldn't matter much. But if somebody complains, then whatever, they can take the money back out. Because I definitely had 128 to start, so.
Frankie Gagliano 6.
Alright, Frankie Gagliano. I have to figure out who the last 2 people are. But anyway, that's what it's going to be. I'll make a post about it and explain and maybe have the video. I'm just going to run it, but that's Frank Bazzocco. No refunds. Anyway,
Frank Bazzocco 22.
I got to figure out who these 2 people are because, my copy and paste says 128 here. And I know Stephenson is missing. I know he's 1 because his name was there. I want to make sure his name is in here. And it's right there. Stefan Schenkenberg is right there. So I don't know what happened in that regard. But I'm going to figure it out. But anyway, we're going to match the last 2 people up. I'm going to figure out who it is that's missing and go from there. Thank y'all for watching. I'm going to see you guys Thursday with the Calcutta, most likely on Facebook. I'm not going to be hosting it. I'm going to be there, but it's going to be through Tommy Montilli's Facebook page. I apologize for this part right here because again something obviously went wrong, but we figured it out though. Alright, we out. Dug in some turmoil with the bull. I'm out, y'all.